Folks, WindyCityThetanWatch. We're here on Tuesday, the 28th of May. We're going to walk towards the metro station real quick. I'll cross over the highway here, the Congress Expressway at W. Wells. I'm doing YouTube Live, or YouTube Native, and I've got horizontal, so hopefully you're getting good sound. I did learn a little bit about how that works, so I think I've got it set up much better this time. We're just going to go up to howdy, Ms. Janie. So we're underneath the stock market. We head up the escalator here, we cross over, and then head down the stairs. Thank you, Fuzzy Pink. Thank you, Bella. Howdy, Nancy. So we're heading into the metro station. Now remember, that's the regional train station that's right behind the, well, it's 2 blocks behind the Ideal Org here. Yesterday on the other channel, Windy Wanders the City, with a little bit of a, we walked down the river. Well, we walked up the river, north from basically the I.W. Wells Expressway all the way up to Division Avenue. There's a couple places where you can't be actually on the river, but we were able to navigate around that. Hello, Toronto. We're going to head over there. It's overcast today. We're supposed to have a good chance of storms. Oh, sorry about that. We might get the storms, I'm not sure. It's been high 50s most of the day. Maybe it's low 60s. Heading down Financial Place right now. We'll take the turn up here on Harrison and head over to the org. When I come in from this direction, oh, this is kind of interesting. So you see the building right there with the crane in front of it, right? The red crane and then the wooden infrastructure there. That's the building right behind Scientology that's been building up. And I'm just now getting a few raindrops. So we'll see how long this goes. Howdy, MD Media. We are going to head over, see if we can find any body routers, make sure we get those blinds closed. Remember, the objective of this channel is really to hamper their ability to recruit. And part of their recruitment is to be able to have their books in the window and their people comfortably on the sidewalks, passing out flyers and recruiting. When I go over there, the reason that I bring the shades down is that it looks closed. So it's uninviting to the innocent public. I also like to kind of thumb my nose at all of the people who spent mass fortunes donating to the Ideal Org. We've got a train behind me. I don't know how to do, let me see if I can figure out mute real quick. Sorry, it was not a train, it was a police vehicle. I muted you just so you wouldn't have that spike in noise. The reason that it's important to me that we bring down those shades is, again, it takes away from their retail location, so they're not getting the advantage of their retail space. And additionally, it thumbs my nose, I thumb my nose at all of the people who spent a lot of money to get this org open. And I liked that, Joe Sakala Jr., who is the founder of Dream Exchange, and his son who was married here last Saturday, 10 days ago-ish, that he had all his friends over and the org was locked up tight as a drum. As we look down, we're not really seeing anything. The rain's starting to get heavy, folks. We're going to see how long this lasts. I do have, I think I've got that wide brim hat in, no, I don't. I took that out last night. But Joe Scala has all his friends over to show off this beautiful org where his son is being wed, and it's locked up tight as a drum. Shades are down, doors are closed. Natalie showed a clip that came out of yesterday's video. Boy, there's a lot of construction going on here. So not sure what they're doing, but they're digging and there are pipes laid out here, so something's coming down the middle of the street here. But Natalie was able to show a video of, oh, you know what, I have an umbrella in there, that's good. I came across a valet over at the Hilton. That person has something in his hand, but he went straight to a car. So that was a Scientologist, somebody in Scientology coming out, but he went straight to his car. And he said that there was $5 put in the flyers from Scientology. And I'm going to say I'm very suspicious about that. Like, it's unlikely that Scientology is going to spend money, especially cash money. But, I don't know exactly what was being sent out there. So we've got the door open. All are welcome. We've got the blinds open. Let's see if we can get the blinds down real quick. I don't recognize the person at the admin desk. We are getting a good rain. You might be able to hear it in here. So this person is definitely not paying attention. I'm gonna go down one block and I'm gonna duck in and put my umbrella up real quick. I'm just gonna go into the parking garage here. And then we'll come back and we'll get those shades down. Now, the rain means that I'm probably not gonna see body routers. But we'll see about that. I am going to reach into my backpack here and grab the umbrella. Let's see if we can get this zipped back up. Putting the umbrella back on. Okay, we have an umbrella. Yeah. Come get your tacos at Scientology. And it's strange, you're getting tacos at the pizza place. Now, I remember Taco Bell used to have a Mexican pizza. All right, so we're back over here. I think that because it's overcast out, you can probably see through the windows pretty well. And you can see the cafeteria right through here. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of reflection off of the car, but they've got like a coffee, it looks like a Starbucks, I would guess, here. In the back, there is another counter near the books. I don't know if that's like a payment counter or not. And then you've got the aisle of all of the videos here. So there's the one aisle is here. Hi, Miss Bramlett. She is actively playing on the keyboard. And it's empty, right? So we see on the first floor, now there's 7 floors here, and I can't see what's going on the high floors, but on this floor, I can, oh, there's Jessica. So about what, a week and a half ago? Nope, here they come. About a week and a half ago, we met the guy inside of the Dunkin' Donuts, right? And he had been pulled in. I can't wave because I have the umbrella, but we've got our shades coming down. He had been pulled in with a Dianetics ticket, or admit one, free admit one, came into the Dianetics movie. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Michael. Now, I think that she was just intently looking at the screen, and had Jessica not come downstairs or to the front, who would have known if they would have found this out. So, sorry, so going back to the person that I was able to find in the Dunkin' Donuts, he had been pulled in the day before, and they really kind of gave him the once-over with all of their high-pressure sales tactics. They had him look at several videos. He was upstairs looking at videos. He ended up buying Dianetics book. And remember, that was the buying the Dianetics book. They didn't ask if he wanted to buy the book. They said, are you going to pay cash or credit? And that's the old sales trick of make up the customer's choice for them, in that you're going to buy it. We just want to know if you're going to pay cash or credit. But he also said that when he was inside, there was this really attractive girl who kept on walking me around. And I said, Jessica, right? He goes, yes. And a little bit later in that conversation, Jessica just happened to walk by. And I said hello to Jessica, and he turns around, yep, that's her. And he said hello to her as well. She said hello back, so she did respond to him. She did not respond to me. We're gonna walk down the street just a little bit. I wanna see if there's, and we'll go over to Dearborn. I don't think there's gonna be too much more activity right now. Now, it looks like the rain might pass over quickly. And if it does, we'll stay out here for a bit. No idea if there's body riders out today. There's a good likelihood that prior to right now, so in the last 10 minutes, right, it started raining. 2 minutes it started raining. But prior to that, it had been a nice sunny day all day. What else do we have here? Oh, I'm just gonna wander over to Dearborn as well, and then I'll come back over here. You know what? We've extended the sale on subscriptions. They are still free today. And for those of you that did not catch that, it is 100% sarcasm. Subscriptions are always free. So please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And the notifications is helpful because there's times where I'm out here on very, very short notice. And sometimes that's because I don't want to give them a heads up that I'm coming over. Because if they are monitoring the channel, and we know that they are to some degree, if they are monitoring the channel, I want to make sure that I can get over here before they close the blinds. Right? I don't want to steal my own joy there. Hey, it's really you. Is that really you? It was funny last night. I poked into Mindy's stream, and Mindy and a couple of friends were at the Biltmore, and they were doing some ghost tour, but DOA came in and chatted, and there was the drama of, is it really him? Is it really him? So, and it turns out it really was DOA. Yeah, Corn, it was sunny as anything as I left my client heading over here. It's already kind of stopped raining, so that's good. Corn, great job. You and Helly have been doing an awesome job with the putting up shorts and posts. Love seeing the press for Chicago. We're gonna head up Dearborn real quick. Hello, declared Dave. This morning, I wrote an article on how to body route, and we will do a video on it. Howdy, Helliger. No, you've been doing awesome. I'm seeing once or twice a day, I'm definitely seeing you putting shorts up. Korn's been having the posts up, showing the corruptness of the police, showing the cultiness of the cult. Chicago is an active Scientology organization, and I haven't figured out how to create the network of second gens and under the radars to help us out. Oh, that's no good, Dave. Definitely hope you start taking care of yourself. Well, not start, that you take care of yourself. And we just don't have the cachet of the number of people that were second gen and second gen and multi-gen down in Clearwater, as well as over in LA. So I definitely need to figure out how do I get into those friend groups so that we can bring more awareness to how active this org is. I'm debating whether or not to go to the cycling lane, but there's a bicyclist behind me. As soon as he comes in, I'm going to go to the cycling lane because there's a lot of people coming down the sidewalk. The rain's pretty much stopped now, so I'll put the umbrella away, which is really just going to be the... You know what? I've talked to Lewis before, so yeah, I do want to. Maybe it's Lewis is part of that I need to make a better connection with, or a stronger connection with. This coming Friday, I'm going to have a sit down with Mexican Longhair. We're just going to have a panel and kind of talk about how we're both doing in the. You know, he kind of crosses over into the 1A space, but he's also anti-Scientology. I think my first recollection of Mexican Longhair was I saw him post the day before over in Denver, but when Jay got arrested, Mexican Longhair was came to the rescue. Just looking back towards the org to see if there's any uniforms walking down there, and there are not. But the rain has essentially stopped. I'll go over to State Street, see if I can find any activity there. If you were here at the top of the broadcast, you would have seen that there was really nobody in the org. Somebody had walked out and put something in their car and then drove off. But there was the administrator at the desk, and then Jessica came from somewhere to be down there. Yesterday, oh, by the way, so and Fuzzy, you might be able to find the complete URL, but if you go to WCTW.live and then look at posts, and then look at the top post, it's the one where the image is the propaganda that I've been collecting. That is the article, which is my opinion, how to body route, or how to thwart the body routers. And I will do a video on that as well. Air smells nice and clean now that we've got the rain down. Yeah, we're not seeing any activity at all here. I recall every day is a great day not to be in a cult, but today's the best day not to be in a cult. I was thrilled that yesterday, Free Xenu Project, or FXP, he was able to intercept two pieces of propaganda, and they were the red Dianetics Admit 1 tickets. So he got to contact two people who had been handed propaganda from the church. The other one that I really thought was fun, and he was laughing the whole time, which tells you how much fun it is. The body router first came out the front door. He walked up about 2 storefronts and then saw that FXP was gonna, Frisino was gonna follow him. So he just turned around and went back to the org, right? He understood there's no purpose to that. I'll look at the chalk when I go back over there, right? Sorry about that train. Yeah, it is. Thanks, CH. So, yeah, the rain has gone past. But when the body router went back into the org, Jay kind of came to he made a guess that, you know what, I'll bet he's going to go around back. And he was correct. And he caught him just as he was leaving the alley. And you could hear FXP laughing to himself about having blocked his exit so that he wouldn't have to go back into the org. And he also, I shared the clip with Natalie, but it was too long. Frisino did something that I do as well. He kind of hid at the top of the alley, and the body router turned around again and started coming down, and then he popped out and said, "Hi, I'm still here." And it's just fun watching that occur. And then it would have been sometime later that was he was able to intercept the 2 Admit 1 tickets for Dianetics. Now, if there were body routers out, they would have just dipped into one of the hotels or one of the storefronts, grabbed a coffee, whatever that is. I will tell you that I would love it if I could get enough support that I could make it more of my life's mission to thwart this evil cult. We're going past again. The Columbia College is the building to our right, and this is kind of their Hall of Fame and legacy of their artists who are out in the world doing awesome things. No, I don't. We're now down on Michigan Avenue, and I'm looking south. I don't see anything of note. Looking north, don't really see anything of note. There is something being set up over in Grant Park. So if you look at a map of Grant Park, I'm looking due east towards the lake. And the way that it works is there's a set of railroad tracks that runs down the middle of Grant Park from north to south. And that bridge, there's that walking bridge over it, and then you can see the top of a tent on the other side. And then there's one more block, then we come to Columbus Avenue, and then there's one more block before Lakeshore Drive in that space. So there is some festival that looks to be being set up over there. Those are places which I think are going to be a big opportunity for the organization. You come in on the electrics, Corn? Is that South Shore? Howdy, DOA's megaphone. Does DOA's megaphone know DOA's socks? We can't see it right now, but just on the other side there, you see the concrete tower, and then there's the fountain. So that's the Buckingham Fountain. It's spewing its water upwards. Nice, DOA. Yeah, not really seeing any activity over here, so we'll push back towards the org. If we could only create a cult-free life for everyone. Yeah, I think whatever the clouds were, they seem to have come over or passed over. So we'll head back, and if they were hunkered down in the org, they might start popping out. It's 2:15 local time right now. SP, I don't know if you're long lived down there, but boy, what was it, 91 or so? I was down there when that bad tornado came through Plainfield. Collapsed the high school. That was definitely something to see. Hello, Snotface. So Chadwick has not been seen since about 7 to 10 days before Nance's court date, or her, when she was in court. So she was in court on the 20th. I would say I don't think that we've seen him since May 10th. Yesterday, Friezinu was interrogating most of the staff as they went in, asking, hey, is Chadwick still on staff, on day staff here? Turns out nobody wanted to respond. I don't think that surprises any of us. Very nice, SP shirt. So, if you were here, was it Saturday? Saturday, when I was following the body routers, they ducked into the Harold Washington Memorial Library. Yeah, that is funny. I wonder if he is a target too. You know, I wish no one ill, and in order to go to target 2, I think you have to drop a body. So, let's hope not. I think it was Declared Dave who would have kind of been telling us that because it was such a public element, he might have been sent back to one of the either flag or pack to get some auditing because of the incident. Now, what would have been so awesome is had I been able to find him at the org that morning and have any kind of evidence, as the lawyer said, there was a family emergency. So I would say that for all we know, there actually was a family emergency. And I definitely hope that all is well for he and his family. But yeah, he has not been here since about the 10th of May. And just a reminder, I hope that all of us are of a similar mindset that it's not the Scientologists that we're against, it's Scientology. Even the most evil Scientologists they started out as victims of Scientology. Thank you so much, Fuzzy. And I will do a video on that article as well. I was having, it's funny, I'm trying to write that article. I'm trying to get clips from all the Chicago weekend. Got to do actual work for clients. I just never get to all the things that I wish I could. So I've got some sticky elements of that website that I'm trying to work through right now. And it's caused me a bit of a problem. Yeah. The right when we had Dave Knoll on, and Dave Knoll is the owner and partner of he and his partner are owners of Casino Quest and CEG Dealer School. Those are at the trade school to help people become dealers in casinos. He had said that, you're right, 98% of these people, they really think that they're out there, well, they all think they're out there to help the world, and 98% of them are salt of the earth. It's really that 2% of evil that figured out that they can play the system better. I'm gonna try something real quick. Oh no, so once comments go away, comments go away. When I'm in horizontal mode, I don't think that I can do a scroll process. I have to do more research on this. So if I apologize today. I might miss a comment, and if there's something significant, you might have to retype it. So. Yeah, I will say that Miscavige is 100% a psychopath. There are others that have to be that high up in that Pacific land base or RTC that understand how much they can just crush the will of their coworkers, and they enjoy it. Right? It's really hard for me to get behind anybody who enjoys crushing the spirit of somebody, and especially the idea that they're on the same team, right? Their objectives and their goals should be aligned, and they should be trying to solve the same problem, right? Clearing the planet. Thank you, Penny. I will tell you this, I've made mistakes, but my hope is that nobody's ever going to be able to find out that I was evil in any way. And I've been on the wrong side of history before. I grew up in a time where I lived, fundamentalist ideas were much more the norm than anything else. So I didn't understand LGBTQ ideals. Now, I've come around 180 degrees on that process, but it was an odd element to me, and it was something that I didn't understand when I was younger. Coming across Dearborn real quick. I'm just scanning up and down the street, and I'm not really seeing anything. I did wave that car by, but I will say that he was probably going to come anyhow. This is the street behind the park, so halfway up the street, right, you can see the trees on the right-hand side of the street. That's that park where the farmer's market was at on Saturday. This weekend, and I encourage any and all of you, if you can ever make it towards an org, even if you don't want to be the person streaming, and that's why I did put the guide out. You don't have to be streaming. I do like the idea that, hey, you should have some kind of camera phone or something that's recording all the time in case you do have any kind of issues. But when there are people that are standing at the org, it gives me the flexibility that I can go out and search the neighborhood. And I'm mobile enough, I can still get around quickly enough that I like going around the neighborhood and seeing if I can search out where propaganda is being passed out. head back to the org and see if we can see where the chalk is at. Now, I don't remember looking for it on Monday. Sorry, I wasn't there on Sunday. I was there on Monday. Boy, these holiday weekends, they challenge me. Ooh, I missed that comment. What happens if I'm gonna try something real quick. Ha. Okay. So, oh, there is a body router out there. It's the female. I'll make sure we get her back inside. This is the female that's told me not to follow her before. Now this is a black female. She almost always has a headdress on. If she does hand anything off, the people are going to come this direction, so I'll be able to intercept them. Yeah, she won't be able to see anybody else. More Scientology guys here. So he had boxes that had battery elements on them. So I don't know where he's going, but those boxes were power state batteries. Up. They thought they were free. So here we can see again, the org is empty. We've got our body router here. She's not going to be able to hand any off. We don't allow for the propaganda to come out without being helping inform the local and the innocent people about what they're receiving. But as you can see, the org is empty. There's nobody in here. You know, Scientology is failing. Turns out Tom Cruise didn't get to 8 billion people. The woman that was handing out flyers just noticed that I saw the shades were up, so she's going inside to put the shades down. Sorry, I missed that last question. All right, I'm gonna go back to StreamYard because StreamYard's the better process. Oh, I know, you have to come down and take them again. Oh, but, hi. As you can see, I'm just waving politely at them. Hi. Now this one waved back, right? The second floor windows are open or closed as well. Sorry, the second floor shades are closed. Yeah, plant, I like that. Plant cleaners, sidewalk cleaners. So here is basically where the LRA, I'm sorry, the Dianetics quote was at, and yeah, there's no evidence of it at all. And I don't think there was evidence of it on Monday either. Are you still mocking your own reactive mind? Isn't it awesome when you go clear, you have perfect recall of everything? Do you remember that LRH said that we shouldn't be doing any fundraising? The ideal, all of the organizations should be able to be supported on their funds alone. But we know that people aren't coming in here. We know that you're not getting the books sold. We know that you're not getting the courses registered. It's the cult of Scientology. They're a human trafficking cult. Do you want that? Can I have it? Thank you. Okay, the one thing I do like about the YouTube is I can see the icons. I still say that if they wouldn't trespass me, I would press this against that window and say, how do you like them apples? Now, that did send the woman inside, so she was fine listening to what I'd said earlier. I have no idea where she's at in regards to bridge or I don't think I have a name on this one. It's the other black female that I do have a name on. Just for fun, right? Let's see what's up at the top of the alley. I'm looking in the Dunkin' just to see if there's any flyers there, and I don't see any. But it's very loud. Yeah, I don't know that. Our e-meters, I imagine that they originally were lead-based batteries, but I don't know if they're lithium-based. The boxes there was no coloring. It was dark brown, and I think it said power state, but it had like a lightning bolt. I feel like there's a green, I've seen a green logo for somebody that does that, that does batteries. Here comes somebody up the alley, but it looks like it's just a neighborhood person. Now, remember, and if you read the article that I wrote, I have two main objectives for taking the flyer. One, I want the org to spend money, right? It's 1/100th of a penny or whatever, 1,000th of a penny, I don't care. But they can't, if they gave it back to them, then they haven't lost anything. The church hasn't lost anything. The other one is, I don't want it sitting around somebody's house, and someday when they're halfway into a bottle of wine or they're feeling bad about a breakup, they pull out this flyer that was sitting on the floor. Looks like these guys are going to be done for the day. So they did a lot of digging. I don't know if they replaced the pipe and everything, but they've reset the hole. So there's a hole underneath. If you look underneath here, you've got the, thank you, Kim is blue. If we look in the middle, right, you've got that, that metal plate that's all the way down there, and that's to make sure cars don't fall in. But that's usually a temporary patch because they're not done yet. If they were done, they would have backloaded it with the dirt and paved over it. So it's more likely that the job will go on tomorrow. So we've been out here, we've been able to get the shades down twice. We've collected their propaganda. Now the gentleman mostly knew what it was. And again, remember, you saw the engagement. She's very affable, right? And she can be the most entreating, and she can be a very kind person, and she's engaging to the customer, right? In this case, an innocent civilian not understanding what Scientology might be. And he was just kind of being a good fellow and saying, yeah, you want to give me the flyer, I'll take the flyer. I don't think that flyer would have made it past the end of the corner. There's a garbage can down there that they would have gone ahead and put it out. Oh, I didn't see the comment just before Fuzzies. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I bring up my phone, my other phone, I can just kind of watch the comments there. I'm gonna go up to the top of the street. Sorry, it's a little bit loud to me. I don't know if you guys are hearing it or not. I'm gonna go up to the top of the street. I'm gonna put my umbrella back in my backpack. Just kind of want to look down the street. And I will pull out my other phone and I'll scroll back and I'll see if I can catch up on some of those comments. I guess I'm just always going to be on the struggle bus of I want to be able to pinch zoom the camera, but I also want to be able to show the comments on screen if we can. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bundle up the umbrella. Go ahead and put it back away. Zip the backpack up. Ugh. And it's on my shoulder. This past Saturday, there was a lot of excitement here at the Chicago org. We had 8 different protesters out here. Of those 8 protesters, we had people chalking, we had people placing signs on the ground. We had, well, I was out looking for the body routers. We were able to engage a few of them over at Jones College Prep. All right, and I'm going to I need to turn the volume down so I don't get a bad feedback loop on here. Yes, most likely. Oops. Oh, sorry, I still can't show them, but yeah, I probably am tempting fate by having put the umbrella away. Howdy, Cubs. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Dia Megaphone. It really is something, I think it's one of the most tangible elements of protest, right? I'm stopping one more person from suffering what this cult has to do. I think it was Dave reminded me this last, I don't remember what day we did I think we did it Sunday night. The idea that getting people to leave Scientology is great and then they go through the healing process. One of the great things that I love about the idea of stopping people from going in there is that they avoid the whole harm process. So they don't have to worry about the healing process. Let's see here. Yeah, I've told people, Nancy Allen asks if she understands what LRH thought about black people. I have used that quote several times. They just don't care. It doesn't seem to have any effect on them that he's still doing that. Now, something strange here. There's a clicking noise that I keep on hearing every time I come back here. I just don't know what it is. Oh, I see it now. So 2 publics coming out. What the sound was is they have like the metal chain. You can see the metal chain there, and it swings a little bit in the wind, and it's banging against the metal frame of the door. I think I saw a uniform up at the top of the street. Yeah, Jessica. And that might be the guy that had the CCHR the other day. Go ahead and get across the street real quick. So they've just crossed up at the top of the street, right? You can see a red shirt and Jessica. That red shirt, I'm pretty sure, was the guy that was standing next to the blonde woman when they had the CCHR and they were all in green. I beat the street. Oh no, you know what? That's young, I think that's young skateboard boy. I'm pretty sure they don't know that I'm here. And sorry that I'm being quiet, I'm just kind of paying attention to them. I want to see if, as they pass anybody, they're even attempting to hand anything out. But you can see, so I don't know if the camera's showing it, but they're kind of giggling back and forth and talking. I just saw how to bring the comments back up. Good job with the flyer. Yeah, so the person that just got that Dynex flyer, he did my work for me. Yeah, you're right. You're not going to get any handed out. Oh, that's the first good thing I've seen a Scientologist do. She just picked up a piece of trash. Now, what I don't understand is why she put it in his backpack, but she did. I'm just keeping a respectful distance here. Don't need to encroach upon him. So, I don't know if you saw, but when I came around, Jessica was running. I'm waving to them now as they look back while I'm running. I'll wait up. There's 4 cars here. Oh. Sorry, I just fell, guys. All right, I'm back. Now he's got a red shirt on, so I should be able to find them fairly quickly. If they jumped into a building, it'll be challenging. If there's any Scientologists out there, I just scuffed my hand a little bit, so if you could heal that, that'd be great. Oh, I saw him. You know what? I'm just going to go down here on a gamble. Yeah, I don't see him over there, but there's a train station over there. This would be like the electric trains. All right, I don't think they're still running. I think that what they've done is they ducked in someplace. Like they might have gone into Columbia College down there, or a coffee shop. And I was getting too prideful, a little bit cocky. Sorry, I see a long-haired person with white, but then I think that the other one's female as well. So I don't think that's him. All right, let's think. If I was a Scientologist, where would I hide? All right, now eventually they're gonna have to try and find a cluster of people. So I'm gonna need a little bit of patience here. By the way, I'm fine, folks. There is a little bit of scuff on my hand, but turns out the body can heal itself, even without Scientology. Yeah, I would be able to see Dianetics stickers or tickets. Let me reiterate, if we can ever get more people down here, it's very, very helpful. I'm not saying go run after these people, but tried to take a quick shortcut and it caught up with me. Just for fun, I'm gonna go down into the train station. On them. And I'll put a Band-Aid on my Amazon list. All right, I think we're going to give this one to Scientology today. Or at least it's a draw. All right, Fuzzy, I tell you what, I'm going to start heading back to the org, and I'm probably going to go ahead and shut down the stream. So this happened, sorry about that, folks. This happened last week as well. Some reason at this corner, I lose reception. Thank you, Fuzzy. Let's go ahead and join Oh No Nora. I'm gonna get my headsets on and I will join you over there in just a minute. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.